I reckon it's a really cool story because we first met at a rehabilitation gym, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we came across each other at the start of this year, was it?
Yeah, January, I reckon.
January this year at our daughter's swimming lessons down at Largs Bay, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, pretty crazy.
That's super crazy, and it's a very unique and special story to be able to tell. I think, that really highlights the importance of the unit. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
We had a chat. Our daughters are there. Hadn't seen you in a while, mate. How you going? And then you're sort of like, Jed, the last bit you were doing with rowing, how good was that? And then you have a conversation with me around like, mate, I've been thinking, is there something I could do? Is there, whatever.
Yeah.
Really unbeknownst to you that I'd started this role at SASI, in the at the Para Unit sort of talent ID and development space. And then we just kind of kicked it off. And then, do you remember what, like, the couple of the first discussions like we had?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was just perfect timing, right? So you were in this new role. I'd obviously known what you'd done before and your achievements through para sport. And we saw each other at our daughter's swimming, and you said, give it a crack, let's try something. I automatically knew I wanted to do para powerlifting. I've seen it before. And as I said before, I've got some general strength there that I can get straight into it. But yeah, the process has been really easy for me anyway. I can't believe I'm sitting here doing this for starters.
It's nuts,
and
mate.
I've already competed at a national competition, and it's all happened within 4 or 5 months. So yeah, it's been great. It's been awesome.
There's so much there to unpack, really, because how quick it can happen. And like, if this uplift, if this para uplift wasn't a thing, if this unit wasn't a thing, and I wasn't, if I was just a recently retired rower that just knew from rehab days, like it wouldn't have happened this quick.
No
because
way.
phone calls, who do you go to? There's no leads. The fact that there's capacity now to be able to highlight these people that you meet that have potential and be able to channel them into a pathway. And it was pretty obvious. I remember having a conversation like, hey, what do you do? You're like, I lift in the gym. And I just remember like, surely we can do something with you, bro. Like, that was like pretty obvious. And then again, also what it shows is like, the sport was also doing a really good uplift of their own. That they had capacity, they had coaching, they had people I could call. So I spoke to Simon Bergner, head coach of Powerlifting Australia. I spoke to him and we spoke about, I said, I've met this big fella that I've known through rehab. And then he's just like, can you get him under the bar? And it's like, okay, I guess we will. For us to get someone external under the bar here at SASI was historically kind of tricky. It takes a while, but it gave us at the unit some leverage and some framework to be able to use your experience to actually go, no, this is actually what the unit needs to do. We need to kind of open the doors up to help people kind of drop barriers to get them in so we can look at them. So it was really good timing for us. Got you under the bar. Lifted heaps heavy weight that time. I remember it was just over there.
And then, next thing I knew, Simon was here. So running me through everything, and we're doing training sessions together. So amazing opportunity, and real thanks to the Para unit for being able to put me through this, and just enjoying the journey so far, mate.
Sick, man. Love that. I mean, that story alone, like when you told to me, highlighted what these units are so good for, and the uplift in general. Like the uplift that sport and all sports in the Paralympic pathway have received, and just how well, I guess, powerlifting are utilising that uplift is incredible. But then that alone, the uplift from sports perspective and SASI's perspective, being able to align together, found an athlete and streamline that whole process to getting you within 4 months, 4 months to a national event, 3 clean lifts, and then, what happens next for you? Yeah,
so short-term goal would be obviously do well in Egypt, qualify for the Com Games. Long-term goal, we're looking at LA, and then beyond that, Brisbane, obviously. So, the goal is to, get on the podium and compete with the best in the world. Otherwise, probably wouldn't be doing it. So.
Yeah, that's unreal. That alone, all of that highlights, I guess, the two different paths of you know, the sport not having capacity, you know, and this unit never being a thing, if that is the case, then stories like yours and journeys like yours become a lot harder, especially, you know, dad, 2 kids, work full time, all the other commitments of life. You're not going to have the capacity to be able to throw yourself because it takes too much energy, right? Like, you know, so it's like all of that, being able to streamline those stories is exactly a great case study and example on you know, this all going really well. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dude, man, this as well, like, it's actually been so surreal / unreal to have that connection that we had. 2 dudes that lost their leg in very similar circumstances 10 years ago, workplace accidents, go through the journey of life, find incredible opportunities, and this is one for you, man, and for me to kind of be on the sidelines, to be able to help you through it and help out where I can, it's pretty sick. You know, we got, when I say I mean you. You know, you've got Egypt at the end of the year, and you know, hopefully we'll see how Com Games plans out, but super exciting next chapter for you, man, and I'm pumped. Yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. Cool. So good. Awesome. Sick.